If Sauron can muster beasts alongside Uruks, his war machine will be unstoppable. I do not have time for another one of your hunts, Master Dwarf.
Ah, but this is your hunt, Captain. There's a pack of war chiefs just arrived in Nurn. Call themselves Beastmasters.
That does sound like my kind of prey. What do I need to know?
I know you're familiar with the Caragors. I taught you everything you know about them. But let me tell you about their cousins from...
Torvin, what of the war chiefs? You didn't bring me here just to hunt another wild cat, did you?
Just to hunt another... Pay attention, Captain. These Caragors are a silent, stealthy breed from beyond Nurn. And they can sneak up on just about anything. And what's worse, this new beast tamer has been burning the brushlands to the north. He means to capture them, break their will, twist them into Sauron's war machine.
Every war chief is a scourge upon this land. Beastmaster or no, I will end them.
Whoa, slow down. First thing we need to do is foil their plans. And I see no better way of doing that than using the very same Caragors against this orcish scum.
Show me how to find one of these creatures, then.
Gladly, Captain. There's a Caragor hiding in those bushes. There it is. Go get it.
This... Beast does look useful.
Excellent! Now listen, there's an Uruk camp nearby. It's where they're bringing their captured beasts. I suggest you take your new pet and prowl up to them unnoticed.
Kill that carnivore fast! I ain't worried about Grey Walker turning any of you against me. I can take a life with my eyes closed and one arm behind my back. Using some kind of wraith magic to mount him. The war chief must have got his orders from the Black Hand. So the Król killed a few Uruk and didn't get it. And I didn't even get a nickel bruise. A well-trained hunter makes a perfect killing machine. Yeah, they're good at mid-range fighting. Beast! Notice me. Stop whining and do something about it then.
Very good, Captain. Their plans are in disarray. There's still work to be done to ensure the Uruk never tamed the Karagats.
The war chief. The beast tamer.
Aye, that unnatural fiend needs to be put down. To draw him out, use the Karagats against his war camp. The more Uruk that die by their shadowy bite, the better.
I will not let the Uruks exert mastery over these Karagaths. They are too dangerous.
It's the keen edge what cuts the mountain, they say. But after days of hacking through Uruk heavy plate and Karagor hide, these blades aren't going to sharpen themselves. Our weapons are extensions of ourselves and demand respect. A well-honed blade sharpened with a genuine dwarven whetstone can make the difference between being a hunter or the prey. My brother Gorvin once took a swing at a Karagor, and his axe landed with a thud instead of a slide. He lived to tell the tale and has been sharpening his blade every night since then. It's the keen edge what cuts the mountain, they say.
There is little more satisfying than a sharp blade removing the head of an orc.
Have you seen it? Who has it?
You'd think the sight of a lone peak in the countryside would bring cheer to a dwarf's heart. But alas, that is not so here. Orodruin, the Mountain of Fire. This volcano stands alone on the plateau of Gorgoroth, but the whole of Mordor seems to dwell in its shadow. It's said Sauron chose this land for his domain because of that mountain. And I hope it suits him. Even dormant, anyone unlucky enough to travel these lands has that hill to thank for choking this acrid air, filling our lungs with ash and our hearts with dread.
Mount Doom. How long before it erupts once more and spreads its darkness over Mordor?
If it's worthy game and a respectable trophy you're after, the Caragor roam Mordor in ferocious packs. Quick on their feet and strong to boot, be wary. Their claws are sharper than steel, and I've seen them crush rock-hard orc skulls like eggs in their jaws. Even wargs and lions give them wide berth. One look at these beasts and you'll know why the pointy ears have named them Bringers of Fear.
First the Caragors, now the Caragaths. How many ways has Mordor to kill a man?
Did you hear that? Put it down and kill the beast!
Thanks aplenty, stranger.
Slow moving, but nigh unstoppable, these great beasts appear to be distant cousins of the six-tusked Mumakil. Even a great hunter like myself has never brought down one of these beasts as a trophy. But they're not difficult to track. The very earth shakes under their thundering feet. It's wise to keep on your toes when you're around them so you don't end up underneath theirs. I've seen them rampage and crush orc, troll, and man alike into jelly.
I'm surprised Torvin isn't trying to recruit me into hunting one of those mammoths.
me! Damn these war chiefs. They've caused so much death and destruction. Scavengers are running amok, just hordes upon hordes of filthy ghouls.
Filthy ghouls? I thought all of Mordor's creatures were majestic in their own way.
Majestic? Ghouls? Now you stop right there, Captain. They are an aberration. Those filthy little mongrels, hiding underground with their beady eyes, gnawing and biting and scratching and...
If I didn't know better, I'd have thought you'd see eye to eye with the little creatures.
Are you comparing me with a ghoul? Oh, I'm glad this plague of ankle biters makes you laugh. Their numbers are growing out of control. They'll overrun all of Nurn.
Well, you do have a point. So how can we curb this disease?
There's only one way. We need to drag their vile queens from their nests and cut them down. A ghoul hive without a matron is like a meal without ale. Useless. With the sun in the sky. Just terrible.
There was no matron.
Aye, not this time. Keep rustling their mounds, though. Matrons will come, I promise you.
Worst part of falling off the ledge was getting a mouthful of dirt. Probably hunting down the grave walker. Nothing but a bunch of weirdos. Don't get wise up, Mordoru. Get your sword. Can't stand against us!
Catch me riding around on a ground like that pigskin does. Flea-ridden creatures aren't for riding, they're for pit fights.
I am covered in ghoul filth. I see now why Torvin kept his distance.
Good news, Talion. You still haven't matched me for ghouls killed in a single afternoon. Ha!
For once it is I who has come up short.
I'll give you that one, Ranger. But killing this next war chief is going to be a tall order. You see, he rides upon a graug. You'll have to flood his garrison with ghouls to set our enemies against each other.
If these ghouls were ever to become more organized, all of Nurn would be infested in short order.
In my travels, I've amassed a worthy collection of treasure and trophies, heads and hides from all manner of foul beast, and even some lovely trinkets from the Second Age. But the whispered tales of one artifact continue to elude me. The legendary Forge Hammer, used by the elves to craft the Rings of Power themselves. The hammers I've found so far in my hunt have brought me no closer to finding the one I seek. Perhaps the spirit of the elves do not want to see their precious artifact in the hands of a dwarf.
Torvin will never understand how closely this hammer is bound to our fate, and that of all Middle-earth.
I'm ready for some...
I've met a mysterious man in my travels, a ranger of Gondor named Talion. Over our fire, I asked after his weapons, impressive in their craftsmanship. A handsome blade, Orphael, has been at his side since his days stationed at the Black Gate, defending the borders of Gondor. But his dagger, Ahab, carries a sad tale. It too was once a mighty sword, carried by his murdered son, broken the night he died. Talion tells me Ahab means vengeance, and I have a feeling the blade will fulfill the meaning of its name.
I have slain countless Uruk, but still I seek vengeance.